last night we
That was
stopped.
one of the last nights.
Last night we stopped there to get dessert. It was really good. I recommend going there to go to Indianapolis.
That was in Rolla, Missouri, or no, it was in Rolla.
In Rolla, Missouri. Okay, so here's us at the stadium, and we got to meet our New Mexico State officers, which they're pretty cool. The convention was huge. There was a bunch of people. It was like 73,000 people.
A lot.
Yeah.
You can live as much as you want, I don't care. So, that's inside Lucas Oil right there. So.
We got to see a lot of cool, like, there's like race cars. And, I don't know what this is. Tractor. Yeah. There's a lot of cool vehicles in there. A huge stadium. There's a lot of people, like, in the bleachers and everything. And there's just, like, waves of, it looked like an ocean because everyone had the blue jacket, but it was pretty huge.
What was even better about it? 7 o'clock in the morning, dancing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's one way to wake you up.
Oh yeah.
I think I keep hitting that cord. It's pretty funny when you go into you have to be there early, and everybody races to seats. It's if you want to get a seat, you have to be there early. Otherwise, you're gonna be up in the bleachers or up in the high parts of it.
I'm looking around and kind of find the spot to see it. So here, the expo, they had a bunch of things set up to see what colleges or what career we would like to get more information about. This is for the Army, and they even have a robot dog, which was really weird.
And you can see Sam and Van doing planks.
Almost made it to 2 minutes.
See me
Almost.
doing the punching bag. That'd be great.
She thought of me, man. She did too. She hit it pretty hard. I was kind of scared. So, she knocked it back. I was impressed. What were you, you were 520, weren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
This dog, it whined and you can guess its heartbeat. I think I was almost on point. And then, can't you pull the guts out of it?
Yeah, it has a thing on the neck right there. As you can see, you can put the tube in its mouth, go all the way down. So you can examine what parts you can and cannot do, and how it can breathe properly. Its stomach can move. You put 2 fingers on the side of its leg right there. That's how you can tell its heartbeat. Yeah, you can't take his organs out. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty weird when he howls too.
Janae has to talk about this one.
Okay. There were
Yeah.
50 states. Do you think you could find each 50 states and make them sign your paper? I'll pass this around and you can look at all the states.
You got all 50 signatures?
Almost.
No,
Me and
they came close because I don't think there was what was
there
it?
was Hawaii and
Hawaii and
Rhode
another
Island
state.
wasn't there
Virgin
because they
Islands.
didn't made it.
Yeah.
So you had to go and find someone who had a coat jacket
Yeah.
on.
We
For
had
that state.
I had 11 left to get,
Oh, wow. How long did you have to do that?
like a couple days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
a long while.
Oh,
Yeah, Van and Sam were on it, and they I don't know, those last ones were the
and some people like got pictures with them and then did the 50 state song.
Yeah,
Posted on social media.
Oh.
and I was able to see Puerto Rican people. Like I'm Puerto Rican, so
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Good.
I got to see my people. My peeps.
What a great way to meet other people too.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
I was checking this out, I'm gonna try and build one of these, it just shows, like they had, in this one, they put water in there, and you can see how the roots grow, and you can do all kinds of different, variety of things with it, but they wanna sell you the cages and all the package, but I can build that, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Yeah, so, but it was really neat what they were doing there, and, so, that's why he kept me there for about 40 minutes.
Thought he had a sale.
Yeah. You kind of get a perspective of some of the trade show right there.
Wow.
I'll be able to talk a little more about that.
Oh yeah.
Kind of
So
small
many
tractors.
big rigs over there. It was insane. Sometimes some of the kids in there, some other times you had to win surprises to go in some of them. Pretty interesting. They even had a gold one. That was my favorite one. Pretty interesting.
And that rig right there, they said was $525,000. Yeah, just for that one deal. It's like
Of course, I had to clip Howard too.
crazy. Yeah. But it has all kinds of computer diagnostics and,
Oh, sure.
yeah, it was nuts. You couldn't get on it though, there's lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's us at the Ellen Langley and Ernest concert. Me and Janae with our baller hats. That concert was really fun and loud.
It's tall. And high. We're high up there.
Oh,
yeah.
Some people don't like heights at all.
I was going to say the name.
Like freaking
The
out.
two tallest
But
people
that's
here.
okay. It was really fun and long and loud, very loud. If you don't like fun noises,
They sing very well.
It's not recommended if you don't like those noises.
That was a fight to get in there too.
And
Yeah, everyone's
The hats
pushing each
glow
other
up.
to get in and get out, especially to get out. We had to walk all the way around just to get out.
In the
It
cold.
was very definitely cold.
back
The
and
rain
forth was a
And then it
pretty.
started, yeah, it rained.
Yeah.
We got to go to this rodeo. It was my first ever rodeo I've ever been to. I saw a lot of cool stuff. There was this lady. She had riding two horses, like one foot on one horse, the other foot on the other horse, standing up. She came back out. She had another two horses in front of her, like a wagon. This is I can't remember his name.
Mr. Bojangles.
Yeah, Mr. Bojangles.
He did a lot of
Amazing
tricks.
He's pretty
horse.
cool. And then the rodeo clown. He got
The
someone's
rodeo
stuffed
clown
animal.
was great.
Nate's
put it in
favorite
dirt,
Oh
part.
my goodness.
And then he got ran over by a bull.
Steve.
Yeah.
The dinosaur.
And then someone's
Oh.
shoe got ran over by a bull. There was a lot of cool stuff.
Steve.
Yeah. I saw a bunch of people get bucked off horses. It
For real.
was so fun.
Bojangles was a rescue horse from Katrina. It was stuck on top of a trailer for about 2-3 days, and they got it out, and then this guy took it and housed it.
We can do some pretty cool stuff if I do say so myself.
You can see the purple hat and the pink one, they're going nuts.
Yeah. Was your phone actually? So flash it on. Oh.
We got to see Secretary of Agriculture. She came to the convention and spoke, and really neat to see her and talk about everything that she went through as far as the base in Texas, and how she got to where she's at as far as being in that program and stuff. So, yeah, that was kind of neat to listen to her. I didn't know she had that much history behind it. Even though she did go to Texas Tech.
Oh, Howard.
I think that's it. That's the end of it.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Very much.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it and it was educational, not
Thank
just
you.
all fun. And you're more than welcome to stay and listen to the rest of the meeting, or you If you want to go, you can leave, whichever you would prefer.
They're trying to hang out.
Okay. Moving on to item 4, reports, PAC report. Miss Samora.
We had our meeting on November 12th. We decided that we're going to change the meetings from Wednesdays to the second Monday at 5:30. So that will start on December 10th, 8th. December 8th will be the next meeting. We're looking at March 19th, which is a Thursday, for Career Day. And then we're working on a student survey to get out to the kids to see what they'd be interested in to have at the Career Day.
Okay.
That was pretty much it. Part of the reason we moved the meetings to Mondays is we keep having on the same night of FFA meetings, and
James.
they were having their dinner that day, and so the meeting was fairly short this time.
Yeah, we all had to get back.
Got to get over there and get some grub.
To hopefully
Yeah.
get some numbers back and quit being in conflict with
Other
our
events.
students.
Yep.
And we chose Mondays because most of the games for basketball, I think, will be on Tuesdays, Thursdays, or Fridays.
Okay.
So that's all.
Sounds good. Principal report.
So there's 136 kids enrolled kindergarten through, or pre-K through 12th grade. There are 3 pre-K 3 kids, 4 pre-K 4 kids, 73 kids K through 5, 22 at the middle school, and 34 at the high school. So we are at 129 kindergarten. This month, they are having guitar lessons, kindergarten through 6th grade, and that's Trad Tidwell, who's coming to do that with our kiddos. Miss Barella took the high school quiz bowl to Carrizozo November 5th. They came in 2nd place.
All right.
Oh, good.
On the 11th, they held a FAFSA night for seniors and families to come in and create their FAFSA IDs with the help of Ian from Roswell. She had 5 seniors and their parents show up to that event.
From Roswell, not Ruidoso?
It's, yeah, it's part of the trio
Oh,
program.
okay.
So they come for that.
Okay.
Then November 12th, of course, there was the FFA meeting the same night of the PAC meeting, and it was also the Thanksgiving meal, so they encouraged the kids to invite parents and friends and family. So there was a lot of different people there that night, which was good because it made it special for the kids, and it was a good turnout.
What's this one?
Yesterday was a high school basketball scrimmage between our high school girls and the boys against Cat. And it was, I mean, it was a good crowd because all the kids say, why are our parents coming for the scrimmage? Because they like to see their kids play. But I told Mr. Patterson it would have been a good game because there was a lot. It was almost like as full as if it was a real game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they did 2 20-minute halves for each, the boys and the girls.
Good.
November 19th, which is tomorrow, we will have literacy night. So Jennifer Johnson from Region 9 will help host that. We will also have that place you're donating your funds.
Humane Society.
The Humane Society will also be here tomorrow because they have some books that they're going to give to our kids, and they want to kind of incorporate some of their things that they do in the classroom, so they're going to see if the teachers have an interest in it and see what they do with that. Miss Varela will be taking 15 junior high kids tomorrow to Holloman for junior high quiz day.
Wow.
Then November 20th is our school Thanksgiving dinner. It's $10 a plate. It starts at 11. We will do the 2nd grade at 11. Then at about 11:10, we'll do the 5th grade. And then that'll give us a break. And then at noon, we will start middle school and high school. On November 25th, Mr. Howard is taking 3 of his high school students to do prepared public speaking up in Norway. And then we're on Thanksgiving break, November 24th through December 1st. And Light Up the Night will be December 6th.
Any questions from Ms. Rowe? Are we gonna have more scrimmages before the first game, or was this kind of it?
I think this is kind of it, because the practice started today, the official practice started today.
And then, is the basketball program out?
So, yes.
Okay, schedule?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's available.
The varsity schedule is available. We'll talk about the junior high in just a minute, so.
Okay. Thank you. Mr. Patterson, Superintendent report.
I'll just jump into that. Right now, numbers wise, we don't have a junior high girls team participating right now. We're trying to get a junior high boys team. We're right at that rink, 4 or 5 players, and we get 1 or 2 more to come out. The reason why that schedule may change is because we're looking at to do that. We may put them back on the same lines like we used to, that the varsity plays. That way kids can play a few quarters with junior high and still be available to help out at the high school if they're eligible to play high school basketball. So we're working on some things with the junior high boys to try to at least have a partial schedule to get some games in. The boys and girls both looked very well, very good yesterday. The intensity that they played at, the effort that they put out, the energy that the coaches had was fun to watch yesterday. It really was. Construction, track, they have finished striping, painting and striping the track. They still got to come do what they call the D areas, which is where they do long jump, high jump, pole vault, those things. Those are the 2 areas in end zone that are still just asphalt right now. They've got to come back and make some corrections. While they do that, there's one area on lane 1 that they're going to have to come back and make some adjustments to, because when I first looked at the painting, I thought the stripes were like this. They're not like this. They're like this. So there's a couple of things they're going to have to address on it. Hope to get an update on how they're going to do that tomorrow. But other than that one little area, the track looks phenomenal. The paint job looks good. They've done a great job on it. New building, still on track. It is moving along well. They've just about got the building completely dried in so that winter won't affect them. Fortunately for us, we haven't had a winter yet. I think it's coming, but we haven't had it yet. But it's on track and moving well, and they're still have the target date of March of 26. CT building pretty much is our building now. We're waiting on 2 things. Mr. Howard has reached out to USDA to come do an inspection. If we get that inspection, we can take our meat program to even a higher level of what we were wanting to do. And so he's working on getting that set up. He'd like to get that done before we're actually in there. And then we're waiting on the furniture for the culinary kitchen part that's been ordered and should be here before too long. Skipping down, staffing updates. We are still looking for a middle school teaching position, still looking for an instructional aid. We have filled the English position and the special ed position. The special ed teacher will be here on December 1st. We're trying to get the English teacher to be December 1st. The latest she'll be here is December 5th. So we do have both those positions filled. Mr. Kent Broussard from Catherine came and spent 7.5 hours visiting classrooms, taking Miss Burrell and I to every room. The good news is, and Miss Burrell can chime in if she wants to on this, Miss Burrell and I kept saying, we got to get further, we got to get further, we got to get further. And we do. But walking around with him, he's like, y'all are at year 1.5 and y'all are already doing this, you're already doing this, you're already doing this. He had a lot of praises to sing about our staff and our team. He really highlighted Mr. Archer's class. He went in and Mr. Archer was between instruction points. So he let Mr. Broussard talk to the kids, and he went into full-on interrogation of our kids about capturing kids' hearts, how we do it, what does the word wall mean, what does it do, and the kids just, you could tell that it's used on a daily basis. It wasn't just hanging on the wall for a guest to come in. Saying the same phrases with Miss Palmareza's class. Didn't really get to interview because and didn't get to see her teach. We had our reading interventionist in there during that time, but the language was being used, the referral to the social contract was used in there. And there were a lot of other highlights, but those two, he called our rock stars for sure. This Guzmax class, he talked about them understanding the affirmations and put the kids on spots to do verbal affirmations. And you could tell the kids have been doing that. It wasn't something that they were doing. So he was pretty excited when he left. He sent us, I think we got it today. He sent us some feedback today that I haven't had time to really dive into it, but it gives us suggestions on how to keep moving the high school along. You could tell that the interactions in the high school are happening. Not all of the things were hanging that you refer to, the social contracts, but he could tell by the conversations going in the classroom, the process is being followed. And so just give us some suggestions and said that we're on track to be in a very good place in the next half year to into next year. So it was kind of good to hear an outside perspective on it, because we walk around and we get used to seeing it every day and say, oh, we need to do this better, we need to do this, or the opposite, we're really doing this well, and until you get an outsider's point of view, you don't really know.
That's good.
So it was a good visit. They will be back here on January 5th when we come back to school to do a recharge training with the whole staff. So,
But I like the
plus-
fact that
sorry.
that they are coming back, and because I've seen too many times where things start and never get finished. And I'm not just everywhere I've been and worked and stuff, So I do like that those recharges are happening, because it just keeps reminding people we're not going away. We're still doing this.
Right. Well, and that's one of the things we talked to them about, because it's important to us, for the staff to realize this is our new culture. This is what we're doing, and we have pretty good buy-in. That there hasn't really been much resistance. Not always full dive in doing it the way we want, but not resistance to doing it either. So on that aspect, but it's definitely made a difference. One of the things he's given us that Ms. Brown and I work on is the tangible data that we can show you. We talk about the things like she's able to spend more time in the class. She actually got to teach first grade all day the other day, and I think she got pulled out twice to deal with something in the office. The rest of the day she taught first grade all day long. And I told her no, she cannot go back to the classroom. But I think she enjoyed it. So, but that bringing some more tangible data and looking at what he wants to see us looking at is how's it impacting attendance and some things like that, because it should also have a positive impact in that area. So we'll be working on those things over the next couple of months to share some of that with you. I don't know if the board remembers, in 2023, y'all approved the order of a route bus. Okay. And we told it was be a little bit delayed for several months. I kept asking how long it was going to be delayed, and finally kind of threw my hands up in the air and almost went a different direction this fall. Well, we got a call last week that the bus is ready for delivery. So our new route bus will probably be here the week after Thanksgiving. So we will have 3 functional buses, which now hopefully we can find a third driver and we can split up some of this out of town driving that we're having to do.
Yes.
Any questions?
I don't have any.
You have more on here. Community appreciation and the vehicle suburban.
Oh. We didn't print on that.
Okay, I'll tell you what it's.
Well, the Suburban we talked about, that's why it's on another page. It didn't delete off. That was actually on last month. It didn't delete off last month. So that's why it's still there. Because I thought we talked about this last month, but community appreciation, we did write a letter that included the board onto the city council that mayor read to everybody, just appreciating helps through the homecoming and some of the stuff we're doing. And we did receive a price estimate. I'm still waiting on him to come tell me what he'll give us trade in for the vehicles. And when we get that, there's a couple of vehicles that y'all will need to approve to take off our books and we'll have to do that process. But I figured he would already have been back by, but hopefully he's back before the week's over. And then Thanksgiving dinner, Miss Brill already shared, so I apologize. That was, but that stayed on there.
Thank you, Mr. Patterson. Ms. Marie?
Good evening, Superintendent and members of the board. We don't have a whole lot to report this month, just there aren't any bars this month. So we just have our disbursement listing of checks and the purchase order report and your reports as far as the spending goes, which looks pretty much the same, normal. Your liquidity and then your balances, your cash balances, and revenue and expenditure reports. And your bank reconciliation, which they were both reconciled this month. So, and we did do the cash report at the end of October, so they were reconciled for September then as well, but we were able to get it. Are there any questions regarding any of the reports that are on the agenda?
Would like to add that there will be a bar next month. Mr. Hemphill is aware of it because we had to sign it, return it, but House Bill 450 was another $100,000 from PSFA for security. And so we accepted it, put on there for security, maybe help with the cameras, maybe help with door locks, maybe help with the fencing, since we have the airport part of the street and stuff like that. So we listed plenty that would spend, any one of those three would spend most if not all that money. So, but it'll be a bar next month. So.
Right. And yeah, and everything's just progressing right along. It's November. There you go. Go. Yes, ma'am.
It's probably, I probably have been told already, but just remind me. The land and titles purchase for 5911.
That was supposed to be an update. That was for this. We are officially closed. We own it. So we own
This
it.
parking lot.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
wanted to make sure.
Sorry, I meant to have that on
Okay.
my report that we closed on it. Election day.
Yes.
That's where I was. Election day was dealing with getting the bank draft and the closing and all of those things. So.
I was just hanging out.
Huh?
I was just hanging out.
Yeah, while Faith had a day off, I was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Ms. Marie.
Thank you.
Approval of consent agenda items. Motion to pay our bills.
I move to approve paying our bills.
Second.
Move second, pay our bills. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Discussion items, anything to discuss?
So New Mexico visa designations, they released their designations last week. I started to go ahead and put everything in there for y'all to look at it over the weekend, but I decided we'd wait to the board meeting. The good news is our elementary school remained a spotlight school. If I understand correctly, spotlight's the highest you can get now. They did away with the top one, so spotlight's the highest. Our high school and middle school both stayed traditional, which is what they've been the last few years. It's going to be hard for us to move out of traditional up because there's a lot of areas we don't have enough students to count in an area to help us. The good news is that also can work the other way direction too. I do know the state's looking at and working on maybe for high schools looking at 3-year averages so that they can try to get enough data so schools can then move up and down on that aspect. But our graduation growth went up. Of course, one student makes a big difference, went up 5%. We were 55th of all elementary schools in growth in math. Just a second, let me get to the right place. printed each grade level. That's not what I was asking. 55th in math, I think, and 48th, somewhere in the 40s for language arts in elementary. So didn't grow as much as we wanted to, but we also didn't go backwards. We still grew in elementary school. We had, like I said, one grade level, when I gave the data last month, was 100% proficient. Another grade level was 78% proficient. And so that very much helped our elementary schools scores. And as I talked last time with what we're doing with middle school math, I look forward to our math scores this spring, because I think we're going to see a huge improvement in that area. So any questions on that? It's about a 30-page report.
Well, I was a little disappointed because the board report is only 44 pages. Instead of 100.
Well, I knew FFA was speaking, so I knew FFA was speaking.
All right, any questions on the? No, that's fine. Projects committee.
So projects committee, we passed the bond thanks to our community, and that was an awesome way the community voted and did things. Now we need to roll up our sleeves.
Harassment.
Now we need to roll up our sleeves and go to work. I mean, it's and so one of the things that I think would be wise is to get a committee to help prioritize. We have a pretty robust list. We've got 9 items that we'd kind of come up with, and 5 of those items have 5 sub items to them. So there's a significant amount of things to do, and we kind of need to get started prioritizing what direction to go. After Palm's coming and doing their visit at our school, discussion about a maintenance yard may need to be moved up higher than what we thought, just so we can get their stuff out of everybody else's stuff. But there's a lot of things like that. So kind of discussion point is what pleases the board. It is a committee that a board member can kind of be on, because they're not really making decisions. They're just kind of making suggestions on orders and of operations, and kind of helping prioritize the things that are there. One of the reasons we moved the PAC meeting is high likelihood community member standpoint, it could be the same members that are on PAC anyway. And so what kind of pleases the board, what direction?
So who do you want to see on the board? Who are you imagining that you want to see? Community members?
Need some community members, some parents,
Staff?
probably a staff, board member. I know Mr. Howard's already said he plans on being involved, and he's the main one that's jumped on board. Mr. Allen said so too, because he's got athletic wants, and the coaches do. Everybody's jumping on board.
Jumping on board. They have their own little agendas.
You want to keep the committee small enough to make decisions, but big enough you get a taste of what's going on.
Right.
And so, and here at first, probably be, meetings quite often for a little while. And then it probably could be once a month or once every couple of months, because once you kind of make the decisions, then it takes time to go through it. I mean, at some point you'll get to the point with the committee where you're reporting to the committee, this is what's going on. So it's, so it's kind of what, like I said, what pleases the board. It may help us grow the PAC, and we do half the meeting for PAC about the things we're working on, and the other half is doing this. It may be a whole other subcommittee.
I didn't want to jump ahead, but we did talk about it at the PAC meeting, and those of us who were able to attend that meeting were okay with doing it.
I think it's a good idea.
Because there's 2 people on the PAC that don't have kids, but they're community members. And then parents to go, I go, Ms. Grow.
And I think moving it to Monday is going to help some other people come. I do.
Kathy, yes.
Yeah. And so, and we do it late enough that bus route's over. So Mr. Allen can represent the coaches, and Mr. Howard can get here from his day. And so, and there's a lot of discussion, and you know, I could go through here and make an argument for everything on this list, which one should be first and which one should be last. And so it's getting some public input. You know, I know a big push that helped with the bond was the Ag Farm. I know doing some things there. Mr. Howard's already jumped on a lot of that. Right now, he's got the ag class building new doors for it. And they're building and making the doors for it. But that being said, we probably need to remove all the dirt where the pins are, put fresh door, fix those types of things up so that our animals stay healthy and we don't get hit by the rare floods that we got hit by this year.
Last year.
You know, or this last year, yeah. So, and so, you know, that would be a high priority.
And I think that's a good
Getting what we just got from Palms, finding a place for maintenance, so it's not a little bit here, a little bit in the transportation area, a little bit out at the Ag Farm, a little bit.
What do you mean by palm? I mean,
Palms is our insurance,
right.
and they come every 2 years and do an audit on things that could be considered safe or not safe.
Oh, and they
And so,
they want us to
right. I mean,
get
I
organized.
just got the report back, but there were things, and on almost every building there was stuff that talked about maintenance equipment needing to be stored somewhere else. We don't have a somewhere else. I mean, we don't have
That's
a
a
somewhere else.
priority then.
And so there's a lot of things there. As we finish the new school, we're gonna need fencing. As we get the new football field, the
Lights.
football field, well, even before the lights, the football field, the bleachers and concession stand for the football field is not included in this. So, not concession stand, press box, you know, so there's bleachers and a press box that needs to come in there. People have talked about the score clock. I already, you know, how many phone calls I got where you fix the field and you want to do something about the old clock. I mean, and I've gotten a lot of phone calls
Are
like that.
really
So,
funny about the football field.
you know, and
When they didn't put Lob's Field back up, that sign, I think the whole community was going to have a war.
right, well,
That was years ago, but do you remember that? How come you haven't put Lob's Field back? How come you haven't?
It's no longer not.
so, but I mean, those are the types of discussions that we need to have. So,
Not a time. Too
Yeah.
soon.
I understand.
so
So yes.
just go ahead and run it with PAC and see how it goes.
Did we put a thank you out for the community? We did, okay. I thought
On the on the Zozo website, is that what we think people?
It's in the Zozo community news email.
Okay.
Probably in the
Send
news, yep.
it on.
I'll get that.
for some reason I was reading spam, so I don't know.
I don't get them anymore. Maybe they're in spam too.
Yeah.
Maybe 'cause I don't have it
I
up
have
there.
it like.
But you have a
I need to ask Kat.
I don't think we get the Grizzly happy.
I don't
or
get it
the-
either.
Yeah, not the weekly one on our school.
We'll,
I don't get it
we'll check-
either.
we'll check on that.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
We'll check on that.
I believe that's it. If we go into executive session.
I will to
The brief
executive
executive
session.
Read. So we
I need to get that.
I second.
move second go into executive session and call the roll call vote. Mrs. Zamora.
Yes.
Ms. Summer.
Yes.
I vote yes.
And yes, I like it.
Oh.
Yes.
It was
Executive session at 6:50. Ms. Marie, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels,
Drive
Tamagorno.
Okay.
That's a horrible road.